First up, as you could tell by my hilarious shirt, we are doing
another Superman movie.
We're doing Batman Begins.
Did I leave the stove on?
Let's fucking do this.
How do you feel about Christian Bale as Batman / Bruce Wayne? Start there.
Best Batman.
That is quite a claim out the window.
No, I think he's the best Batman.
Wait, live action only?
Ooh. Yeah, no, live action only. I don't...
Because Kevin Conroy
can,
that is Batman.
rub me the right way and the wrong way. And I'll be okay with it as long as he does his Batman voice. I mean, I know everyone's favorite is George Clooney, but...
You know what? If you're going to go against the grain, might as well.
No, the only part that I dislike about Christian Bale's Batman is
the voice.
Stupid fucking voice.
I'm Batman. This is just the beginning. Where were the other drugs going? Can you drive stick? Where to me? Nice.
The voice, and I know he can't help this because this is just how he looks. I don't like how Christian Bale's mouth looks. Because he always does this with his mouth, but that's just how it sits. Yeah. But the problem is the mask is so tight around the mouth. Mm-hmm. It's not like normal Batman mask where it's like a square.
Right.
It's a circle. It's more like this. So it looks like it's pushing his mouth out. So it looks like his lips go out really far. Yeah. I think he does really good at balancing Bruce Wayne and Batman. Because in the movie he has to pretend to be like, oh, I'm just a fun playboy guy when he's at that party. He's like, I'm gonna buy this hotel. Right after that, he's like, okay, time to be Batman.
See, I buy him less as Bruce Wayne.
You can tell he's a dude pretending.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that he can flip it like that, but
yeah.
I can see what you were saying, where it's like, sometimes it feels kind of phony. I really like Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul in the movie.
Is it really Ra's?
It's Ra's al Ghul.
What?
Yes. I think...
That's not a fake reaction, like, what? I like the League of Shadows part because he wasn't automatically this badass, I can kick everyone's ass, I can fucking read your mind while blocking mind being read. Like, I hate that shit.
Do you really need to see his origin?
Yeah, even non-Batman fans know the story.
But this one's a little different where instead of just showing the parents getting killed, you see him be like training and stuff, which is something you don't see as much.
Yeah, it shows how he's learning, even as an adult, how to deal with his parents' death, how to deal with pretty much growing up alone. Right. He has literally everything in the world, because he's rich, but he has nothing at the same time.
Batman Begins isn't a lot of people's favorites, and I think it has to do with the beginning. Because when I was watching it, like, he doesn't do any, he doesn't become Batman until, it's pretty close to an hour and something in. I can see why people are kind of like, I just want to watch a Batman movie just to watch a Batman movie. Fine. Probably just watch The Dark Knight at that point. But I think if you're really interested how he became Batman, I think this is a really good movie for that. Even after he gets back to Gotham, he talks to Lucius, he gets, the Tumblr,
yeah,
he gets the gadgets and stuff.
He's not Batman yet.
I think Scarecrow's a really good villain for a first Batman movie because he has to conquer his fear to become Batman. And I think Scarecrow's a good introduction because Scarecrow's not a physically threatening villain for Batman. So he's more of a psychologically. That's why you have Ra's al Ghul, because he has the physical threat. And Scarecrow, you mix the two together, and I just really like Scarecrow as a villain in general.
Yeah, if you're a villain, what better way to go after a hero or anyone, I guess, than fearmongering?
Yeah.
So, look at Donald Trump.
Katie Holmes How do you feel about Katie
Nope.
Holmes? Nope.
Not one bit.
Not you. You
Nope.
didn't like her one bit.
Nah.
Why not?
Hashtag hell nope.
Gary Oldman.
Woo! Love me some Oldman.
Looks like Ned Flanders in this movie.
He kinda does! Actually, the first time I saw this movie, way back in the younger years, I
That's
didn't buy
all right.
anybody. Didn't buy Christian Bale.
You weren't really looking into it like that.
Yeah, I didn't
You're like,
buy
this isn't my Batman. Is that basically how your mindset was?
Hashtag not my bad.
So you were everybody in 2013 when Ben Affleck got announced?
Yeah. See, I'm a forward thinker.
I'm so backwards thinking I'm forward again.
But I did buy Michael Caine as Alfred. But then again, I buy Michael Caine as like anything.
Even in Jaws 4?
Yes.
You sure about that?
I didn't buy the movie, but
I believed he really was scared of that shark.
Mm-mm.
I really liked Michael Caine's Alfred, because he feels like the father figure that Bruce would have in real life.
Yeah.
The pacing of the story.
I was just about to bring that up. I really was.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Really? You didn't like it?
Nope.
My only problem with it is honestly the third act.
What?
That's my biggest thing with most of the Dark Knight series. Like, the Dark Knight has the best one, but
By default.
by default,
I mean, it's the best movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice commentary.
I'm weird because I love the, the slow origin build up type of thing, but after he takes down the League of Shadows, I get really bored. Not saying the movie is boring,
But you yourself get bored.
yeah, because it's like, man, I sat through a lot of movie, which I haven't, but
It just feels,
like it.
Yeah.
But that's a fucking Nolan thing.
Yeah.
All his movies feel like they're 18 hours long.
That's true.
Interstellar, probably a whole 24-hour long movie.
See, I'm actually a fan of the pacing in the movie. So, well, look at this. Look at this.
Different opinions.
The intro is a little long. It feels like its own movie.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you can tell the movie has its sections, and it really depends on movie to movie for me how I feel about that. Because some movies where each act is so different,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, I feel like they just were writing shit and try to throw a plot in between just to keep it going. Angry Birds. Huh. One thing, I love Scarecrow in this movie, but I laugh every fucking time on how he's defeated. He's on this horse. There's gas everywhere. Everyone's flipping the fuck out, but like Katie Holmes and Joffrey, and he's like,
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
and it just pulls out a taser and just tases him in the goddamn face. And he's like, ah! And then he just rides off and his horse freaks out and he vanishes. Never to be seen until the end of the movie. But like, that's how the villain is taken out, which it's like Bane in Dark Knight Rises. Two-Face is like that. Like, they have like this big moment where like it's like back against the wall and like there's not a lot of things to do. And it's like one thing, one motion.
Yeah.
Catwoman busts in, shoots Bane. Batman dives at Two-Face, knocks him off a wall. Rachel tases Scarecrow in the face. That's how all their secondary villains are. Bane is the main one, but that's not the point.
Focusing on that realism.
Which, I like the style of the movie. Just to clarify, I like its idea of putting Batman, out of all superheroes, works the most in a realistic world. Because that's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be human. But, it doesn't get rid of its comic sense.
I'm a little bit like Edna Mode. I hate capes. I love them on two heroes, Superman and Batman. I guess it's just Nolan's directing, or maybe it was the cinematography. But there is something about his whole suit and the way he moves with the cape that is intimidating as fuck.
If I had to nitpick, this isn't really much of a nitpick because it's kind of a serious plot point, but if I had to really point out a huge negative of the movie, has to do with the climax, has to do with the final act. So, the whole water system is like toxic now. because they've been putting the fear toxin. But it only works when you breathe it in. They make the discovery that they've been doing this for like weeks. They've been putting that shit in the water for weeks. So no one took a hot shower in Gotham for weeks.
No.
No one.
No.
No one boiled any form of water to get this.
I don't think so. But overall, I liked it.
I think the pacing is really strong. It's shot really well, like all Nolan movies are. Everyone plays their part really well. Christian Bale's not close to my favorite Batman, in all honesty. But I'm saying that doesn't mean it's bad. He's just not one of my favorites. Which means, to be fair, that means there's a lot of good Batmans out there.
Pacing, I didn't like that much. I loved how it was shot. I loved the suit. I loved the
Shit's nice.
actual origin story. I love Christian Bale more as Batman than I do as Bruce.
I'm more of a fan of the pacing than you. I like the pacing a little more. Because I was really bored when watching the movie. Imagery, I'm a huge fan of the imagery they use in the movie. Even though you may not like the superhero poster shots, but I like that shit anyway.
Yeah.
Even though when I see it, I'm like, oh, hey, that looks like a good poster to sell to kids. Like, yay, we're back to good superhero movies. For now.
I give it a... That's what I give it.
I would probably agree with you on most things you said. So, we'll catch up with you guys when we see The Dark Knight.
George Clooney forever. Bye!